Hey everybody, welcome to another reaction video today. I have been waiting for this one for so long. It is CJ the Champ. Yes, the GOAT, alright? The round table, alright? The round table of Black Air Force energy. This man has been judging characters and carrying out sentences on the most craziest shit we've seen, alright? And I am so happy today because he's covering a character that's probably the last time Naruto was actually peak, like particularly in the Pain arc, because honestly, after that, it just becomes, it's like a slow decline from there. But anyway, let's get into this right now. We're going to see the Pain trial, all right? We're going to see his origins, his crash out, his all the crazy shit we've seen, all right? If you like this video, please, for me, drop a like, comment, subscribe here on this video. I'm a small new channel, and anything goes a long way against the demon that is algorithmus. But let's get into it.
Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here.
Yeah.
Her neck is already broken.
Yeah.
She is eating dirt while her body is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty-ass crater. He just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair, just sinking.
Damn. That's too dark. Too dark. Too dark. That is, and in fairness to Naruto, he didn't know. He not to loved him like that, and he didn't find out until like years later. But still, yeah, that was his future wife. Looking back, worst, that was actually a corpse, as we'll find out. The Pain trial.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time. After the many detours and the many tweets and memes of this video being stuck in limbo forever, court is now in session.
Yeah, it is.
And it is for none other than the shinobi that refuses to fight one-on-ones.
Yeah.
And will roll up on you with 6 minutes. The master of jump jutsu, Pain.
Jump
Now, this
jutsu.
one's gonna be a long one because dude was moving wicked. So go ahead, grab some food and get comfortable.
People need to understand, this motherfucker was out sliming out characters we've met, like pre-time skip, like years ago, and he was killing them like that. He was just been like belts. But yeah.
Because the evidence is on deck and is ready to be presented. So without further ado, Exhibit A.
Okay, can we just hold on? Go back. Hold on.
Oh man. Let me let go of the
Let's go on. Just hold on.
Ready to be presented.
I need to
so
stop.
without further ado.
What is this god-awful animation? Like, what are we doing? Like, Studio Perry, Toei Animation. I forgot who made Naruto back in the day, but what is this? What is this shit right here? Like, what is this?
Exhibit A.
I'm sorry, but that's trash. We can do better.
All right. Exhibit A. Taking over the hidden reign and jumping a senior citizen. Ah, man.
Okay, to be fair, that guy was Hanzo, and they had it coming. So, but I'm not even gonna pretend Hanzo was a piece of shit. He had it coming. I mean, anytime you work with Danzo, that piece of shit. No, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Man. Let me let y'all in on a little secret real quick. You want to know why it took me so long to make this video specifically? I had to go back and watch my goat
yes.
jumped by 6 niggas.
Yes.
Like my
got
in
jumped
2026, and I still feel some type of way about it.
Listen, I don't care who you are. I'm of the opinion that if Jiraiya knew what their powers were. Because when Naruto fights Pain, he knows all his powers and tricks. He knows which Pain does what, which one to take out, which one's weak against Genjutsu, Ninjutsu, all that shit. Fucking Jiraiya went in there fucking blind. My nigga went in there blind. He didn't know jack shit, and he still almost won. If he had intel, he would have won. I'm of that opinion, okay? I'll die on that hill.
This shit till this day. Like, bro, on the real, I did not want to watch this bullshit again.
No.
I wanna watch my goat get slimed
No.
out like 6 fucking emo niggas. Like, fuck off. Skinny bones ass nigga didn't even give them the respect of a one-on-one. Now, before I have to go through the pain of commentating my goat getting jumped, there is a massive atrocity that Pain committed before this. So let's go ahead and break this down real quick. Now, if you watch my Danzo video, I've already basically went over how Nagato ended up becoming Pain. But if you need a little refresher,
if you want to know the moral of the story, Danzo was a piece of shit that fucked over so many characters' lives, and he is the reason why they ended up becoming villains. His ideas of protecting the hidden leaf and, from harm, just ultimately caused more problems. Like, This is the best example.
Gonzo and Hanzo basically set this nigga up.
Hanzo team.
The entire original Akatsuki getting squad wiped, and Nagato.
Yeah, it was Obito. Yeah, Obito was there too. Again, Obito was in the shadows, manipulating shit. We
adopting the pain persona. Now, after he was set up and his whole crew got slimed out, Nagato made sure that he was going to get his revenge by any means necessary.
Yeah.
So on one fateful day, Pain pulled up to Hanzo's
this is it.
and killed every single guard that was in there protecting this man.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, he also killed anybody who was related to Hanzo, like a wife, child, cousin. Like, he killed Hanzo's entire bloodline. Like, there's nobody who's related to Hanzo in the Hidden Rain after this, like, at all. Like, he slimed out everybody.
And came in here and cleaned house, left piles of bodies. Old boy right here in the back got his ass beat so bad he got left in prime back shots position. Then he threw Hanzo into the wall like the piece of trash that he was. And in Hanzo's last moments, bro started begging for his life. But Pain stared him dead into his soul and told him, "Are we serious right now, my nigga? You dare beg for your life after you slimed out all my niggas and made me kill my best friend. My brother, the nigga body I'm using right now to body your ass. You talking about, please don't kill me. After you sold us out to that fucking fraud Donzo. When all we wanted was peace. Wait, hold on, nigga.
See, the thing is, he, you know, they were all about peace. The OG Akatsuki is not like the second Akatsuki. This OG Akatsuki were basically freedom fighters that wanted peace, all right? They wanted peace in the Hidden Rain and to end warring among the ninja villages. Great. That didn't really fit Hanzo and Danzo and also Obito's plans. And yeah, they all got slimed out with the exception of Konan and Nagato, which Konan, to her credit, did not trust Obito as far as she could fucking chuck him. And that still hurts to this day to talk about too.
Peace too. That motherfucking fraud set me up too. Motherfucker, you should have thought of that before you sided with that dumbass nigga.
Yeah.
Hold on to him, please don't.
Bitch. Yeah, Hanzo was kind of a bitch at the end. Pain
straight up spun back for his whole crew and boomed Hanzo along with all his other guards and shit. But Pain didn't stop there.
Nope.
No. Because he made sure that nobody else would oppose him or his ideals. So he decided to wipe out Hanzo's entire bloodline. He went after his parents, his wife, his child.
Nigga, he did. His relatives, friends, even if they were infants, they were killed. This is not a joke. Nagato took the an eye for an eye to an extreme degree. Nagato slimed out everybody who knew Hanzo. Like, he fucking murked everybody. Like, the whole clan, everybody got fucking slimed out because of this shit. Yeah.
Relatives, his friends, and even their infants. He wiped them all off the map. He straight up eradicated his entire clan. He completed a whole hostile takeover of the entirety of Amegakure.
Well, to be fair, Hanzo was kind of a shit leader at this point, and so the rest of the Hidden Rain was like, you know what? We've had like just war, death, and destruction, because the Hidden Rain's kind of fucked. Because geographically, they're like sandwiched between all these major ninja villages, and so they're like the Netherlands or Poland of wartime. Basically, you got a flat geography and you're gonna get absolutely fucked.
Now, we've sadly reached the second part of this exhibit.
Oh yeah,
it is, of course, my go getting jumped.
Fucking this hurts. This hurts, nigga. Like, if you were watching Naruto or reading the manga when this was coming out, like, Jiraiya's death fucking hurts. You know what the worst part is? Like, we didn't even have time to register as a fandom because immediately we jump to Sasuke and Itachi's fight, and then we get like the 20 chapter wrap up of Itachi and finding out what he was really all about.
Now let's go ahead and set the record straight. When it was just a 1v1, when it was just Jiraiya versus the Animal Path, he was cooking that nigga shit.
Oh, he
Every
was.
single summon he pulled out, Jiraiya boomed it. Oversized Mr. Krabs, boom. Demon Cerberus dogs, boom. The Brazen boom, boom. A mutated chameleon chimera on steroids. Kaboom, nigga!
Like, this Jiraiya's the fucking goat. And I don't care what anybody says. If he had the intel, if he knew, okay, this pain is weak against taijutsu, this one's immune to genjutsu, if he had the fucking intel, because remember, all this gets shared with Naruto, and Naruto barely, I mean by the skin of his teeth, ekes out a win, okay?
This fight was
actually... Mind you, Naruto was using a way more powerful version of Sage Mode. Like, he had a perfected one. Jiraiya was using the watered down one, apparently.
manageable until Pain stopped playing fair and said,
I have to admit, Jiraiya-sensei, when it comes to one-on-one combat, you are superior. However, let's see how you fare when it comes to getting jumped.
And summons 2 more of these niggas, making the fight a 3v1. And this is when the unfair bullshit began. Jiraiya went in with a massive Rasengan, but it gets absorbed and gobbled up by the damn big-ass, big-belly, Will Kelly built-ass Pain. Then he got behind the human path and tried to punch him, but he blocks his attack without even looking at him. Then he tried to attack the animal path, but Pain summons a massive armored panda to block Jiraiya's sharp-ass porcupine hair. So after he tried to attack all 3 of them head-on but couldn't even land a hit, Jiraiya was like, bump this twin, I'm out. So he leaves and escapes through the pipes. Now this sequence right here is when Jiraiya showed us how elite of a ninja he was, because he pulls off one of the greatest plays of all time. He got Ma and Pa to make sound waves to lure.
This was just like such a fucking goated like fight, like low key it was, and it fucking hurts because this nigga, like, there's a trope in anime when the old master, the old sensei, the old nigga just basically unveils all his techniques, all his powers, all of it in one fight. That's when you know that fucker's gonna die. All right, it happened in Hunter x Hunter with Neto and Meruem. Once started busting out that whole Buddhism shit, he was cooked. Happened in Bleach when Yamamoto busted out his Bankai against Yuha. You knew his ass was cooked. Whitebeard was dead the moment he basically took off those medical bandages. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna die here. So yeah, no, it's a trope in anime. You see this shit. When the old nigga starts busting out all his, awesome shit, he gets cooked.
The pain's over to him. So while they were running at him, he had a shadow clone come out of the wall.
Did he do that? I forgot. Did he do that? Okay, I forgot about that part.
And shoot a fire style attack directly at Will Kelly's fat ass to distract him. So while old boy was enjoying the all-you-can-eat chakra buffet, the other 2 were still running at him. So he shoots out another fire style attack to make
big brain.
But when the human pack tried to land on the roof,
there's a reason for that, because he blinded one of them, and so they basically all. I don't know if CJ will explain this, but basically all the pains are like sharing eyes. So if you attack one from behind, the one on the far left will see it, and they'll be like, go. So they basically have 360 vision. So you basically have to either blind them all or hit them fast enough where they can't react.
Got stuck in a pile of goo and couldn't move. So then the animal path was left all alone in a 1v1. And when bro was finally isolated from his other niggas, he was straight cookies. Cause Jiraiya kicks him in his chest and makes his body ragdoll across the hallway. Then he trapped all 3 of them in a genjutsu. And when he had them locked in here, he stabbed all 3 of them and immobilized them, clutching the 3v1. This is a prime example of why this nigga's my goat. He took a unwinnable 3v1 and turned it around into his favor. And he theoretically should have won this fight.
He did. I mean, the reason why he lost is because of plot. I mean, let's just be straight up about this. He lost because of plot. Now, I'll say this right now. I'm of the opinion that Naruto didn't win because he only had Kurama showing up and, helping him out at the end. And then you have like the whole situation that happens with the Deva path and the outer path showing up. But yeah, no, he should have won.
But this is when the bullshit ramped up to the max.
It did.
While he was walking away thinking,
he's gonna lose an arm right about now.
Good, another pain spawns.
That fucking mechanical piece of shit.
He just whispers in his ear.
Didn't you teach me to never let your guard down, my foolish gooner of a sensei?
Hey, listen. Okay, he's a gooner, yes, but okay, he just writes smut novels, okay? He's not creepy. I mean, not that creepy, but still.
This nigga Jiraiya out of the building and into the ocean.
Yeah.
And he ended up losing his left arm.
He lost an arm.
Because of this. And after Jiraiya got his arm ripped off, this is when all the pains arrived and pulled up on this nigga.
Yep.
And you could see it in Jiraiya's
He knows he's cooked.
He knew he was fucked.
Yep.
You could tell he was thinking in his head, oh my God, there's 6 of these niggas. And boy, I tell you, my nigga Jiraiya was sick to his stomach. First of all, the main pain is your dead former student's body being controlled by your other former student, which he didn't figure out till it was too late. And then number 2, all 6 of these niggas had renegons? Like, excuse me, nigga? Like, this generally had bruh shook. And while Jiraiya was thinking, what the hell is going on? Pain was up here just looking at him and telling him,
yes, Jiraiya-sensei. Your eyes do not deceive you. There are indeed 6 of us standing before you, and we are the embodiment of pain. And now you will feel the pain of all 6 of us collectively stomping your old ass out.
Yep. That moment when I was first reading the manga, actually, at this point, I will never forget. I'm just like, yeah, he's dead. He's dead. He's fucking dead. He's not. He's putting in a body bag.
So all 6 Pains jumped down and start jumping Jiraiya. OG stood no chance at all. Bro tried to come in and punch the Tendo Pain, but instantly gets blocked and thrown off to the side. Then he destroys the whole
Oh yeah, at this point, I think he's out of
building trying to drown
bro.
Jiraiya with all the debris. But while Jiraiya was underwater, he ends up grabbing the animal path and drags him down underwater into his domain. Because he knew that out of all the Pains, he was straight cookies. Because when it came down to 1v1s, he was butt cheeks. So the moment Jiraiya got him in a ISO, he swings around and shoves a Rasengan right into bro's gut, taking him out with ease. But right when my glorious king sat down to try to take a breather, Pain used the chakra rod to stab Jiraiya right before the animal path went offline. So after Jiraiya took out one of the Pains, he tried to see if he could get the drop on one of the other Pains.
No.
So he tried to throw a shuriken.
So here's the thing. He did not have to do this. If he had just stayed there, hid, he would have lived. He would have been down and on, but he would have lived. But he had to go up there because he needed confirmation. Okay, he had a theory. Are these basically puppets being controlled by Nagato? And he wasn't sure. So he has to go up and be like, okay, are these actually puppets being controlled by Nagato? And he's like, oh, fuck, they are. Okay, and then that's when he gets killed.
And at the bald one. But he does, and Jiraiya ends up bricking. Then the remaining 5 Pains surrounded him. And this is when it all clicked for Jiraiya. Because when he started to look at all of them, he finally realized, oh my God, I've encountered every single one of these niggas before. And the moment Jiraiya finally put the puzzle pieces together and figured out who bro exactly is, the bald nigga comes out of the water and crushes.
Ooh, that hurts, man. Jiraiya, fuck. I'm sorry, my nigga. I love you, okay? You're one of my GOAT senseis, okay? You were an amazing sensei, okay? Really wish you were there for Naruto when he was a little kid, but it's okay. You showed up. I mean, you did more than he was, and I'll tell you that.
His throat. Then all 5 of them came down and stabbed Jiraiya to death.
No.
So with the last bit of HP Jiraiya had, he had to make sure that everyone knew the bullshit that he encountered this day. So he wrote on the back of Paul's back, and it basically said, Naruto, Pain is not one man. He is 6 niggas in total. Also, delete my browser history, twin. I can't have Tsunade seeing that shit.
Can't see Tsunade seeing my shit. Now listen, he basically wrote something along the lines of like, the real one is not among them. And what he did is basically what he did is he wrote down a bunch of numbers and he used the numbers referencing the books that he wrote. So they basically had to read all the novels that he wrote, and they said, okay, what book is which this one? Okay, this book, page number here. And it was funny seeing when Kakashi has to read one of his novels out loud, and this is Jiraiya's novels. He basically writes smut, and it is not clean at all. So they had to basically read porn.
And right after Jiraiya wrote his last message, Pain shoots a rocket fist at him and blows up the greatest gooner to ever do it. And he sinks to the bottom of the ocean after getting hoed by 6 niggas.
6, man. Fuck. He almost had it.
Exhibit B.
Yeah.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Exhibit B. Invading the Hidden Leaf.
This is
now,
dark,
this
man.
exhibit right here is going to easily be the longest exhibit for this trial. Because the amount of destruction and people that just straight up die in this exhibit alone is just ridiculous.
He did.
Like, this man's crime stats are about to go to the moon.
This nigga basically slimed out all of the Hidden Leaf's higher ups and immobilized Tsunade because she was in a coma. Naruto got away because of plot. Let's be real. If it wasn't for Kurama and his chakra, he would have been killed. And yeah, they all would have been cooked. And Danzo, fucking piece of shit. You stood on the sidelines where people getting fucked. Fuck you. Okay, you got off easy by Sasuke.
So Pain decided that it was finally time to kidnap Naruto and to wipe the Hidden Leaf off the map.
Yeah, because his Hidden Leaf killed his parents.
Victims to feel the wrath of Pain were these 4 random Jonin that were on guard duty. Now, they were outside enjoying the beautiful day that it was, and probably thought that there was no way in hell that they would have any types of problems today. But right before they were about to take their lunch break, Pain pulls up right in front of them, and he didn't even say a word. He just shoots Bro in the front and kills him right in front of his homies. So after he dropped the first guy, the other two Jonin come down from the air and tried to hold him down. And they were basically sacrificing themselves, so homeboy right here could run away and alert the village that there was an intruder. But since Pain, aka Nagato, is a very sickly looking man, he does not like other niggas touching him. He takes social distancing very seriously. So he Shinra Tensei's both of them off of him, killing these two poor souls on impact. And then the last guy standing got done the worst out of all of them. Pain picked bro up and slowly pulled his body towards him while staring him dead in the face before shoving a whole chakra rod through.
I didn't forget how brutal this was, man. I just know he just showed up and basically put belt asses on everybody.
Through his stomach. And with that, these four unlucky poor souls were the first of many victims of Pain's massacre. So after he took out the four guards, he wasted no time to get started on destroying everything.
He killed the entire village though.
All 6 Pain spawn inside the leaf and disperse. And the moment they got to the location that they were meant to be in, they immediately started to cause chaos and destroy everything in their path. They was blowing up every single block in the damn village. They didn't give a fuck about any of the innocent people in the village.
Yo, could you just imagine being a Hidden Leaf Ninja? Orochimaru's bullshit happens like 3 years ago and suddenly your home's destroyed. Fast forward 2 years later, this shit happens. Like, I just cannot deal with this shit. I'm just like, yo, fuck this. I'm gonna go to the hidden stand. Nothing crazy happens there.
They was blowing their asses up for the love of the game.
Yeah, they were.
People that were running away died because they were getting crushed by all the debris of the blown up buildings. And just off this observation alone, this is already a case of mass murder and just flat out terrorism. Because the amount of people dying and getting blown up,
he just slimed out everybody. Like, he slimed out everybody.
My God. The amount of Jonin that were getting dropped off was unfathomable.
They ain't shit.
Will Kelly was out here choking niggas out while others had to watch in the cuck chair and wait for their turn to get choked out.
The cuck chair, he says. He keeps bringing up the cuck chair, but nah, nigga. I'm sorry, but that's just... I cannot. Like, this was brutal. Like, this was the last time there were stakes in Naruto, because after this it becomes, like, demigods or some shit, and I'm just like, yeah, no. I still love the series, but...
The human path was out here sucking the soul out of these niggas. And I ain't gonna lie, the big buff motherfucker was without a doubt the freakiest out of all these niggas.
Wait, what
he
was
out here choking niggas out and asking them,
where is the Nine Tails Naruto Uzumaki?
But the Jonin were like, I ain't no snitch, you freaky ass buff bitch. So he used his great nigga jutsu to pull out their tongues to see if they were lying or not.
Oh yeah, this part.
And when he was done, he ripped out their whole tongue and gobbled that shit up.
Fuck, I forgot about that. I forgot how nasty these things were. Like, why was the fuck was the cyber, like, there was a cyborg one in the Naruto universe that at this point wasn't, like, futuristic like in Boruto. Like, I forget that, but nah, I legit forgot how nasty these pains are.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, gang. Hit that nigga with sexual assault. Because that was so unfreakishly called for.
Yeah, that
so
was.
So while Buff Pain was out here taking...
No. Please, Johnson. It's Please, Johnson. Listen like here, sir. I likes you, and I wants you. And we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. Choice is yours. Wait, is that Bill Cosby in the corner? Fuck. Stage 1. Oh god, this is fucked up. Oh god, yeah, this is...
Tongues and other things. This motherfucker Will Kelly big ass was on a tear. He was surrounded by like 10 Jonin, but he did not care. He was happy as hell because all he was thinking of was, oh yeah, I ain't never losing weight because all I see in front of me is a buffet of free eats. And blows up the entire block.
He did.
Killing every single Jonin around him. The while Will Kelly was going around terrorizing people like he terrorizes
niggas. Roasted the shit out of Will Kelly. Okay.
As food workers, there was another major fight going on that almost gave me as much depression as Pain versus Jiraiya. And that, of course, was Pain versus Kakashi.
Yeah,
so here's how this tragedy went down. So Kakashi confronted the Tendo Pain because bro was literally 5 seconds away from adding Iruka to the dead nigga list. So when Kakashi got the ISO with Pain, he throws up a mud wall to try to box him in. But Pain shoves a chakra rod through Kakashi's shoulder. So Kakashi tries to counter with a lightning blade. But Pain stares into this nigga Kakashi's soul. And he ends up bricking because of this. After Kakashi...
That's not what happened. He was getting overwhelmed by Nagato's chakra. Basically, the Pain stabs him in the shoulder. He then tries to hit him. He gets overwhelmed with Nagato's chakra because Nagato still is an Uzumaki. He still has the Rinnegan. So, like, the average person can't handle that shit. Like, even Obito couldn't handle 2 Rinnegan at once. Like, he needed 1.
Bricked his first lightning blade. He thought there's no way I could miss a second time. So he tries to hit him with another lightning blade. But the Shinra Tensei merchant Tendo Pain tells Kakashi to bag that ass up. So after he sent Kakashi flying like 200 yards, the moment Kakashi finally recovered, the bald nigga Pain jumps in right behind him and tries to sneak Kakashi with his bazooka arm. They haven't even been fighting for 10 seconds, and this nigga Pain is already jumping. He looked at Kakashi and basically told him,
"Nigga, did you really think that this was gonna be a 1v1?
Yeah.
You should have known you were gonna get jumped up."
Oh, this shit right here, I remember this.
So the bold Pain's body starts to morph, and he ends up mutating into a form with 6 arms and 3 faces.
Some general goofy shit.
Starts to pull Kakashi.
All right, here we go. Substitution mode.
Nigga. Now, while he was getting pulled, Kakashi tried to use a chain to stop his body moving. But Pain just looked at Kakashi trying to save himself like, "That don't work."
Nope. Ain't do shit.
No way out of this.
So he starts to pull him even harder, and he ends up taking a blade to the gut.
Substitution jutsu, ladies and gentlemen. One of the few times we will see this in this arc. Probably for a while. But yeah, no, he used substitution jutsu to get out of it.
Now, thank God this was a shadow clone, because if Kakashi went out like that, niggas will be questioning his legacy. So after he faked out Pain, the bald nigga ends up getting crushed by Choza and Choji. And now Pain was about to get a taste of his own medicine.
Yeah.
Because this man was about to get jumped by Kakashi, Choza, Choji, and the rest of Choza's squad. But even though Pain was about to get jumped, the master of jump jitsu knew exactly how to counter this shit. So he ran directly at everybody and let all of the no-name background characters spam their jutsus. So after they were done throwing every projectile at him, Pain assessed his situation and knew he had everybody lined up for a fat ult. So this nigga uses his ult and says,
"Shinra Tensei."
And it blows up the entire area. And this attack took out every single no-name bum that tried to land a attack.
Hey, let's not call them bums, all right? They're just fodder.
So after he one-shotted all the background characters, Kakashi tried to get the jump on Pain from the ground. But the Shinra Tensei merchant blasts him off of him again and sends Kakashi down to the ground. So Pain walked up and tried to kill Kakashi while he was stunned. But Choji and Choza come in from the side and try to hit Pain with a double sonic spin dash. But Pain counters them both and spams Shinra Tensei once again to get them off of him. But after Pain used his jutsu, they actually ended up trapping this man with a chain that they hit underground. So Kakashi tried to hit Pain with one more lightning blade. But out of nowhere, the bold Pain comes in and uses his body as a sacrifice. And this opening led to Pain once again blowing up the entire area.
Fuck out of everybody.
And after their failed attack, Choza and Choji were both knocked out cold.
I'm pretty sure Choza's dead. I think he dies here. I know Choji survives, but yeah, Choza dies.
And Kakashi was trapped in a bunch of rubble. And while Kakashi was trapped, Pain looked at him and told him,
"How foolish. Did you really think a master of jump jitsu wouldn't know how to counter jump jitsu itself? What a shame.
True.
You motherfuckers really call you the copy ninja. Now, no Pain. And take this 223 to the dome."
2-3 to the dome. Don't worry, Kamui, bitch.
Damn shame. Now, Kakashi actually didn't die from the headshot because he used Kamui to bail him out. Kakashi actually died when he had to use Kamui again to bail Choji out when he was running from his life from a bazooka. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change a thing. Pain took my boy Kakashi off the map.
He did.
Bro, boomed off my
He really did.
In the most nonchalant way.
Hey, that's how fucking terrifying this was. Like, this nigga slimed out Jiraiya. Then he takes out Kakashi. All right, and like this back-to-back story arcs, like this dude was catching no prisoners. Now, I'm of the opinion, this is just my opinion, you can disagree, that Obito was the strongest member of the Akatsuki. I know Obito technically lost to Kakashi, but that's because of plot reasons, but still.
Possible. So after Pain killed Kakashi, the other Pains were still on a tear in the village.
Yep.
Hell, the animal path made the village a whole open zoo. And
No
Buck
lie.
Pain was still out here on this freaky shit. Because tell me why he had Konohamaru getting choked out on a wall.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that shit. He did get choked the fuck out.
This nigga had a child getting choked out and about to get his tongue ripped out right before our eyes.
He did.
I mean, Ibis who tried to help him, but he got swallowed
Ibis
away
got
like a
fucking
fly.
choked. Get
And
the
this
fuck
freaky
outta
ass
here.
nigga was about to rip a child's tongue out.
Oh, this is such. I paused the worst image. No, that shit happened. How did I forget that? Okay, I know what Konohamaru does. I know what he does.
But thank God it was a shadow clone and Konohamaru faked this freak ball out and hit him with a Rasengan.
He did, yeah.
At the end of the day, nigga, this is attempted murder, assault, and child abuse. Cause what the f is this nigga doing generally? Out here trying to rip the tongue out of kids, like, come on, bruh. And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to Konohamaru. Bro took out a Pain as a guinea when all these other Jonin were getting packed up. Like real shit, the Leaf needs to do some reevaluations on rank. Cause some of these niggas repping the Jonin rank, shit, and Chunin are sorry as fuck. Actually,
To be fair, they didn't learn. They can't use like what the Rasengan, which is like an S rank jutsu. So yeah, no, they can't. There's a reason for that. I mean, again, I know Naruto only knows the Rasengan. That's like his only jutsu throughout the whole series. But Rasengan is like a hard jutsu to learn just by nature. So Konohamaru, who by the way is the grandson of the third Hokage, so hey, he's got the pedigree.
don't know how they passed the exams. I'm being so serious right now. Like, generally, how? So while the chaos continued, Pain's next move was just straight up wicked. Shizune, Ino, and her dad were huddled up and discussing tactics.
Oh yeah, Ino's
they thought they were in a safe
Shizune,
area
man,
until
she got
Pain
hoed.
jumps down on them and drops a whole grenade. Now, after the grenade blew up, he had Shizune in
this
the
shit
worst
hurts.
hostage situation possible. Pain basically told Ino and her dad,
Don't move a muscle, or I will suck the soul out of this fine-ass secretary.
the Hidden Leaf does not negotiate with terror.
Did not say don't move a muscle, dumb bitch!
Yeah.
Ah, man. Poor Shizune. Pain really sucked the soul out of her.
Yeah. Shizune, man. I kind of feel bad for her. She was stuck working for a boss who was a drunk and a gambler, and then her family died. I'm pretty sure her uncle was Tsunade's old boyfriend. But yeah.
Body. So after Shizune was a victim of the Gok Jutsu, Pain confronted Tsunade.
Oh, yeah, this
so Pain
shit.
started talking to her like,
Long time no see, Lady Tsunade.
Yeah.
I see after all these years that you're still fine as hell. But
True.
my apologies. I did
She's still fine in Boruto. Like, she's 70 years old and she's still rocking it. So, you're goated.
didn't come here to hit on a cougar who's trying to hold on to the last bit of youth they have left.
Hey, she got plenty of
came
youth.
here to spread pain.
so
Yeah.
Tsunade was trying to tell Pain that all he was a terrorist. And he's trying to undermine the peace that the Leaf has brought. But this made this
Well, I mean, to be fair, he kind of is at this point. Now, the problem is the Hidden Leaf did some fucked up things in their existence. Things get better once, like, you know, Naruto and Kashi take over. But yeah, the Hidden Leaf is far from the moral stand it is in the series now. But I will say, compared to the other villages, they're like the least corrupt. Well, the whole Chia thing kind of makes them look worse, but that's mostly on Danzo.
nigga Pain snap. He heard her say this and was like,
Tell
Peace.
me, woman, what type of peace has
Peace.
your village brought upon this world? Because all your village has brought is pain. Your
Yeah.
village is responsible for the death of my parents.
Yep.
Your village is responsible for turning my nation into a war zone.
Well, to be fair,
Your
with other ninjas
village
too.
is responsible for tearing apart the only family I
That was Danzo, but yeah.
Your village is responsible for not holding monsters like Donzo accountable for
Oh, yeah,
their
100%.
actions and let his repeated mistakes and atrocities
True.
go uncalled for.
Yeah.
Your village is responsible for so much bullshit it makes me sick.
Is that-
And quite honestly, I think I'm ready to wipe this shithole off the map.
I mean, he's not wrong about all that other shit. Like, but yeah, the Danzo part is probably the biggest one. Like, yeah, Hiruzen, what the fuck were you doing? Bro, like, bro, what are you doing? Like, this motherfucker has tried to oust you, undermine you, assassinate you, and you still let him keep his job? Much less keep him alive? You only fired him after the Uchiha shit went down, but nah, Hiruzen, I'm sorry, but that's...
So Pain starts to float up in the air.
Oh yeah, this shit was diabolical.
He floated up all the way up to the tippy top. This nigga says,
And now, this world shall know pain.
so this nigga Pain ends up committing one of the worst crimes a character has committed in a trial. This nigga proudly said, with all of his
Ratense.
and blows this
he did.
entire bitch up.
He did.
This man turned the entire village into a crater, a fishbowl. Nigga straight up nuked this bitch.
He did.
It made every single...
He took a page out of Dragon Ball and basically just said, boom, bitch. No, but yeah, this was fucking diabolical back in the day. Like, this shit was like, just like, first off, how did they rebuild so quickly? Like, how? Fucking, how did he rebuild?
Villager of the Leaf experienced true pain.
Damn.
Exhibit C.
Oh, here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our final exhibit, and it is without a doubt one of the most foul exhibits of all time. Exhibit C, animal abuse and beating a man's future wife to death.
I guess,
so
yeah.
after Pain nuked the Leaf, Naruto finally pulled up with one of the coldest intros of all time. This nigga Naruto hit this pose before being summoned and probably thought, oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I pull up, everybody gonna be like, damn Naruto, you cold as hell. Just for this man to pull up and realize that the whole village was flattened.
I mean,
but I ain't gonna lie, the moment Naruto heard from Tsunade that Kakashi died and he was finally face to face with the person that killed Jiraiya, it was all action, no nonsense from this nigga. Bro boomed the bald nigga Pain in like 5.
Look at that shot. That was such an awesome shot. Him just like, wait, what happened in the village? Oh, Kakashi's dead. Oh, no, fuck. Run the fade, motherfucker.
Seconds. Even Pain was like,
Well, goddamn, this little nigga really might be like that.
so Pain lines up all the other Pains to protect the Tendo Pain because he was trying to recover all the chakra he used from the Shinra Tensei. So Naruto hits a full sprint and starts rushing the Pains, while the Toads were just beating the shit out of all the animal path summons. They were hitting them with actual aerial combos. Then Naruto rushed Chunky Pain and laid his fat ass out. So after Naruto knocked out Mr. All-You-Can-Eat, Naruto chucked a Rasen Shuriken at him and one-shotted the human path. Straight up shredded his ass. So after he turned the human path into ground beef, the next Pain he went after was, of course, the sorry-ass animal path.
Now, here's the thing. He knows their powers. He knows how they fight. Like, the Jiraiya did not know how they fought. He went in there fucking blind. And if he knew, I'm of the opinion he would have won. But no, he would have,
Because just like when Jiraiya went against it, this nigga is absolute garbage in a one-on-one confrontation. So Naruto got Gamakichi to straight up eat Shorty and trap her in his mouth with Naruto just waiting in there for it.
Oh,
so
that was
Naruto starts
diabolical.
piecing her up because she can't see shit. Then he gives her a double Rasengan, taking the animal path offline for good. So after Naruto took out the sorriest Pain, Pain grabbed Mr. All-You-Can-Eat World Killer's
this shit
reboot
right
card and revived him with the Freak Nigga Jutsu, and the remaining 3 Pains line up in a formation. So Naruto throws a Rasen Shuriken at Big Chungus, and he takes the Rasen Shuriken head on and tries to absorb it. But
Except-
this Rasen Shuriken was straight up bait, because it was Naruto the entire time.
Yeah.
So he tackles this nigga, and it ends up creating an opening for a real Rasen Shuriken to go straight to the Tendo Pain.
Except-
But right before it was about to hit, bro, Pain's chakra finally gets restored,
Yeah.
and he's able to spam Shinra Tensei again. So he easily dispels the Rasen Shuriken. But when Pain thought he had Naruto cornered,
Except-
dude had a whole nother shadow clone come from the top rope, and he blows that freaky ass nigga Pain's back out. Look at his face. Even in death, this nigga still looks like a freak. Bro, cheesing like a motherfucker, and his eyes are rolled back.
Fuck. He's got a good point, man. That Pain was freaky as fuck. Then again, all the Pains were weird as fuck.
Heck, so after Freaky Pain got his fantasy fulfilled of getting his back blown out, Naruto tries to take out Pain right here. But since Pain got his powers restored, he got back to immediately spamming Shima Tensei. So he blasted Naruto off of him. Then after he sent Naruto flying, Yamakichi and the Toads try to jump him, but Pain flies up right in the middle of all three of them and uses his anti-jump jutsu.
Boom!
So he slams his ult once again. He sent these damn Toads flying. Nigga, they got flung out of the village, and every single one of them got knocked out cold. Not gonna lie, gang, gotta hit him with the animal abuse right here.
I mean, you got
to. Just casually threw giant Toads
did.
like they were nothing.
They got fucking sent far. Like, Yamakichi got sent to the fucking, like, outskirts of the village or some shit. Like, he got sent fucking far. Like, that's how far he went. Like, no.
Toads all the way out of the Leaf's borders. Pain pulls Naruto towards him. And
this
Boy
shit.
gets him right to the gut and puts him in a headlock.
But Naruto's still thinking.
He starts to absorb all of Naruto's Sage Chakra. But
Big
this
mistake.
was a massive mistake made by Pain. Because Mr. All-You-Can-Eat ended up absorbing too much of his Sage Chakra. And this ended up leading up to him turning into a bullfrog and being petrified and turning into stone. So Naruto ended up breaking free, and he finally had the ISO with the Tendo. But the moment this fight was about to turn into a one-on-one, Pain decided to play dirty. This nigga universal pulls paw towards him and stabs this old-ass frog nigga to death.
I forgot about that.
This man murdered the old geezer frog and put him on a stick and made him a frog kebab. Then he pulled Naruto towards him, choked this nigga, then slammed him in the ground head first. And to make sure he didn't move anymore,
here it is.
He used a chakra rod and shoved it through both of his
Crucified
hands.
his ass.
So after Pain pinned Naruto down, Pain gave Naruto a nasty reality check. Naruto was yelling at this nigga and telling him that he shouldn't be yapping about peace and justice because he blew up his village and killed a bunch of his friends. But then Pain told Naruto,
okay, then little nigga, let me ask you this then. What about my family? What about my friends? What about my village? They suffered the same that your village has suffered, and it was done by your people. Yes, the Leaf, the niggas you be hanging with, fucked my entire life up.
It's kind of right.
All I'm doing is spinning back for my people and for the pain that your village has caused me. And now that I've made you experience pain, you now hate me. So answer this question for me, little nigga. How would you stop this cycle of hatred? Oh, shit, I don't know. That is exactly what the fuck I thought.
So after Pain...
Yeah, he even with reverse talk no jutsu. Now, to be fair, Pain basically explains, listen, I was also a Jiraiya student. And then he's like, Naruto's like, wait, what the fuck? You were a Jiraiya student too? Then what the fuck are you doing? Why? Why do this? Jiraiya would never approve of this. And then he's like, listen, this is about world peace. And he basically, Pain's whole, Nagato's whole rationale is, if I basically spread enough fear and hatred and violence, people will stop hating each other and they'll get along. I mean, there's a few problems with that theory. Number one, it basically requires people to not hate each other. And two, you're committing mass murder and terror. So, yeah.
Lectured Naruto about peace. He straight up stabbed Naruto with 6 more chakra rods.
That was brutal.
Pinned him down like a dog. And while Naruto was pinned down, Mama Toad was yelling at this nigga Naruto, telling him to get up like, get up, young whippersnapper. Don't let this heathen pin you down. Do you hear me, boy? Wake your ass up. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Noisy ass old bitch. Shut
Granny, no.
So after Pain brutally assaulted a old lady, we are now set to observe one of the most brutal, ref do something, ass whoopings of all time. And most of y'all should know exactly what
we do.
Is. Pain versus Hinata.
I feel sorry for this girl.
This was one of those ass whoopings that you begged for it to end. Like, on the real, this is one of the hardest fights to ever watch. Like, it is up there with Videl versus Spopovich. So here is
almost
how
as bad as that
this
one,
atrocity went down. So Hinata came to save her mans from being captured by Pain. Now, I'm not gonna lie, her plan was actually smart, because she didn't try to fight the nigga head on at first. What she tried to do was kick the chakra rods off of Naruto so he could move again. Even Pain was shocked. He was like,
well, ain't this some shit? This girl is actually not an idiot.
So when she tried to hit the next one, Pain sends Hinata flying across the crater. Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here. Nigga, her neck is already broken. She is eating dirt while her body is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty ass crater. He just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair, just sickening. So when Hinata was already on half HP after 2 hits, she said, trying to hit the chakra rods, I'ma just have to put hands on this nigga.
No.
So she kept on trying to swing at this nigga Pain, but good God, this nigga is a member of Weave Nation. Hinata was hitting straight air, straight oxygen, while this man Pain was just tap dancing around her. But by the grace of God, Nagato ended up coughing up blood when he went for another Shimura Tensei. And this led to Hinata landing a hit on Pain. She rocked this nigga for a good second. Look at him. He is looking up at the stars. And he was actually out for a minute. So Hinata ran to Naruto and hit off another one of the rods. But right when she tried to go for the rest, Pain recovered and blasted Hinata to the stratosphere.
Yeah, she did not deserve that. She did not deserve that. And honestly, I feel bad for the girl because, oof, man, she's about to get killed. No.
And this is the part of the fight where I could barely watch this shit anymore, bro.
Yeah.
She started crawling towards Naruto.
No.
On the last bit of HP she had. This was so wild, even Pain was perplexed. He was genuinely confused. He was actually like,
Why? Why are you still getting up?
Because she loves him.
Are you still fighting for this dense fool?
She loves him.
Even realize you like him till the last movie of the series.
because I...
That was a common criticism fans had. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. At least it's a better relationship than Sasuke and not Sakura, because that relationship was just, holy shit.
I love Naruto-kun.
My God, there's not enough pain in this world to fix a dumb broad like you.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Pain really tried to send Hinata back.
I think she did die. I might be wrong, but I think she did die. No. She gets healed later on.
To the lobby, bro. Now, I'm gonna be so real. I don't know how the fuck she survived this.
True.
The plot armor she had right here was diamond. But Pain really used Hinata to mentally torture Naruto.
Except...
So after he completely destroyed Hinata, Naruto straight up crashed the fuck out and immediately went to 4 tails off the rip. That seal that Yamato put on? Bye-bye. That shit got thrown out the window. But Pain did not back down from this. He wanted this fight all along. So Naruto starts earthbending and throwing a bunch of rocks at him. But Pain was like, let me show you my moves, nigga. Let me show you how we get down in the hidden rain. So he started hitting I ain't gonna lie, he was locked in until 2 seconds later when Naruto blitzed him and punched him so hard he made his whole face morph. Nigga turned him into jello. Then Naruto started playing whack-a-mole with him, just smacking him over on the head over and over and over again.
Damn,
got hit with a...
Did that fucking happen? I forgot about that thing. Fuck.
Dark Souls attack when you miss your roll. And while Pain was planted in the ground, this dude really had the audacity to say, are you feeling it now, Naruto Uzumaki? Are you feeling the pain? Do you hate me, Naruto Uzumaki? So while Pain was looking like a sprouted vegetable in a garden, Naruto ends up crashing to the point where he's at 6 tails now.
Yep.
And this is where we are at the infamous scene of this nigga Pain saying,
I'm sorry, but that, like, if you know, like, what are you doing, animation team? Like, I get it, Japan's culture, you work like crazy, but come on, what are you doing? Like this, come on, what is this shit?
Every single frame of this scene is a national treasure. So after Pain made the animation budget go into debt, he started running at Naruto at top speeds, dodging and weaving everything. He was out here skating on water. This fight started to look like a Sonic boss fight the way Pain was moving. Then Pain ended up going prone and started to deflect all of Naruto's blasts that he was shooting. So after Pain deflected all the blasts, he was like,
Is that all you got? I expect.
Oh, shit. Damn.
So after Pain got blasted to Kingdom Come, Nagato decided it was time to pull out the super ultimate move.
Planetary devastation.
When he said this, Konan was like, boo-boo, no, you're not about to do that move, baby. You don't have enough energy. But Nagato was like, silence, Konan. I'm going to capture this nigga like a fucking Pokemon, and I'm going to enter his bitch bitch ass in my Pokedex.
Oh.
So Pain whips out Planetary Devastation.
Yeah.
He said he was about to capture this legendary Pokemon with his Chibaku Tensei. And you could tell this was his final move because he was using every bit of chakra he had left. Ro's whole body was just straining. Nagato looked like he was about to die casting this shit. And he didn't stop until he finally captured the Ninetales.
Except...
Now, Pain thought it was over. He thought he had Bro captured and it was time to call it a day.
Except he made one little mistake. That was 6 tails. Pretty sure there are 3 more levels.
But unfortunately for Pain, he had no clue how much plot armor Naruto actually had. Because Naruto ended up breaking out of the Planetary Devastation because of Minato's contingency plan if this ever happened. And after this, it was low-key over for Pain.
Yeah, it was.
And the way he was beaten was poetic. Because he ended up getting jumped. The same way he was jumping the fuck out of everybody. He was trying to hold back all the
I love
shadow
this scene right
clones,
here.
but
It's
he just
absolutely
couldn't.
goated.
And then when his Shinra Tensei was on cooldown, Naruto launched
I love it. He was pushing him away, and then Naruto was using the shadow clones as backup, and he was just like, wait, what the fuck is this? And then...
himself out and shoved a Rasengan to his gut.
Get them ones.
After the Tendo Pain was defeated, the last Pain standing was Nagato himself.
Yeah.
And the only way Naruto was able to beat this man was to use his
some
most
good
powerful jutsu.
Talk no
the
jutsu.
strongest technique in anime history.
True.
Talk no jutsu.
Yes.
So when Naruto pulled up on Nagato,
I don't care what anybody says. That is his strongest jutsu. The talk no jutsu, okay? He basically forces his enemies to have an existential crisis. Listen, I love Naruto, but yeah, that's like... that is his greatest power.
So the first thing Nagato did was instantly shoot this nigga.
Oh, yeah.
But Naruto ended up eating it. So after he ate the shot, Nagato told him, all right then, little nigga, you got 30 seconds to tell me about your pain. And if you don't move me or bring a tear to my eye, I'm booming your ass, twin.
Challenge accepted.
So Naruto proceeded to tell Nagato.
We can end this now. It's not too late, Sukuna. Fuck no. Sukuna be like, bitch, you saying me? Get the fuck out of here.
You know, man, I get it. I know you had a tough life, and
Yeah.
I have too.
True.
I remember back in the day when I was a little jet, and I would sit on this swing set every fucking day, yearning for friends and attention, while that sad-ass flute song played every time. Not enough, nigga. Continue. My parents died when I was a baby.
Born.
And our sorry-ass third Hokage
Yes.
threw me in a nasty-ass, dusty-ass
Yes.
apartment. The fucker didn't even give me enough money to pay fucking rent. And I drank spoiled milk every fucking day.
He did. You fucking did. Oh man, the more you learn about how much Hiruzen sucked as a guardian, like he also did the same thing with Sasuke. Like I just like, hey, look after my little brother. He leaves him in a fucking apartment by himself.
Damn. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And then I would walk outside, and I would have every single villager looking at me like I
Yeah.
was a fucking ticking time bomb, and they
Kinda-
were always wondering, when is this little nigga gonna
Thank
crash?
you, Donzo, you
Nigga,
piece of
know
shit.
how that feels? Shit, my heartstrings.
Yes.
I lost my parents, my homeboy, my sensei, and I've been bitchless for all 16 years of my life.
Well, I mean,
But
that's
nigga,
just that would change like in a few years. You're gonna get married and have a bunch of kids.
I'm still standing, and I'ma bring peace to this world and stop this cycle of hatred. Well, goddamn, little nigga. You actually just moved me a bit. Very
did.
well, I'm reviving everybody in your village.
What?
So no,
That was my reaction. I'm like, wait, what? And the whole reason. So basically, Nagato was supposed to actually bring back the real Madara, like the OG Madara, not Obito. And he's supposed to use the Rin and Revival Jutsu on that. He didn't. And so that kind of went out the window. But that was like, wait, what?
Naruto's 100% crit rate talk no jutsu worked. And this man Nagato revived everybody in the village he
So-
killed in exchange for his life.
Fair.
That's good and all dandy, but are we gonna let Pain off the hook with all these charges?
We're gonna let him off for everything except hold on, let's go down the list. A, he's not getting off. He's getting off for B and most of C.
After he revived everybody in the leaf.
A and some of C.
The verdict. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the jury has decided that this trial is a pass.
Yeah.
Pain makes the round table. However, all these charges, they not getting dropped, nigga.
Some of the charges have to get dropped. Like, he brought back everybody. All of B and some of C gotta go.
You're not gonna act like this man did and boom a entire clan and all of their infants.
He did.
And my goat ain't coming back. That nigga's dead forever. Well, yeah, this nigga's still getting locked up for life. So with that being said, appreciate y'all for.
Yeah, this is a good video. I love it. All right, check out CJ's channel. He's really funny. All right, he does amazing content. All right, but yeah, Pain, fucking great villain. Ending, not so good, but still love it. All right, until then, I'm your boy Malik. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful day. If you like this video, please like.